In the year 1997, the future is in chaos and turmoil. Mankind is on the brink of extinction. Brave survivors band together and build a time displacement apparatus to receive a signal from a parallel future. This transmission is the Vundacast.
There's one team that kicks ass. They're assembled. They're the Vundacast. Never back down from the brass. Always start first. Never finish last. Had a max speed. Bit too fast. Oh no, they're out of gas. It's okay there. Just a podcast. They're the greatest. We're the Vundacast.
Welcome to the Vundacast, the official podcast of Vundablog.com, the home every Friday the 13th of our favorite tradition, the Friday the 13th commentary track. I think this is the fifth one or fourth one we've done so far, but I am your host, Steven, and today we're doing a commentary track for Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And I am so happy today to be joined by the love of my life, my cohortress, the chicken nugget, the creepy, Dani.
Hello.
There's Dani. Also, we have D-Rock, our Trials of Trivia champion, non-binary champion. D-Rock in the house. How you doing, D-Rock?
Yeah, this is interesting. This is the first time I think that we've ever all been in one place for a video podcast.
The three of us? Yes. At least the three of us.
Yeah.
Also with us is Andres and Lydia. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Again, Lydia can't hear. She doesn't have headphones on, but she says hello, and she will be watching.
Hello.
Last time we spoke was on our JDF tribute, which was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys missed for I told everyone we were doing a commentary track on Alpha's Magical Christmas, but it was actually a surprise Trials of Trivia. And
man, yeah, we were out of town. Lydia would have let. Was it Power Rangers trivia?
There was a category for Power Rangers trivia, and I had a Power Rangers expert, the guy that runs Henshin Grid, Gerald, the Lavender Ranger, was on to just smoke everyone in Power Rangers trivia, as I like to see people die.
Yep. Yeah. There's actually a correlation between JDF and this commentary track that we're doing today, which I will bring up later on.
Oh, very exciting. Beyond the name Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So let's get right down to it. Everyone turn on your copies of Friday the 13th Part 8. Should start off with the Paramount logo, and we're starting in 3, 2, fun, boom, play.
All right, we're in it.
And we got the star spinning around the beautiful Paramount mounts, and the little Jason whispers coming in to set the mood. Now, this film is the height of Jason hysteria. This is number 8. This is the end of the 80s. There's a very famous clip of Jason Voorhees on the Arsenio Hall show, where he's interviewed by Arsenio for 5 minutes to promote Jason Takes Manhattan.
Wow.
Because Jason was so in the zeitgeist.
That's a good promotion.
Yeah.
Does that mean that no one's scared of Jason anymore if he could just appear on a late night talk show?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just menace at Arsenio?
Yes.
I think he also won MTV's first Lifetime Achievement Award, the character of Jason, before they were giving it to the actual actors.
I think once you get to 8 and you're literally going to Manhattan for some inexplicable reason, thousands of miles away from Camp Crystal, I think you've lost the plot of it.
So where are you on Jason X then? Jesus.
Jason Goes
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. He was kind of hot in that weird robot suit. That's where I'm at with that.
Actually, let's get this going the correct way. Let's mention everyone's favorite Friday the 13th movie if they have one. We could start with Dani.
Is it the one I like?
Well, I'm the only Friday the 13th lover, like real lover. around
Oh,
here.
okay.
So and mine is the New Blood Part 7,
It's the one with the girl with powers, right?
Tiffany with Tina.
She has
Tina,
powers.
yeah.
That's the
The
one I
Carrie
like
knockoff.
the most. I'm not really a Friday the 13th person, but I like that one too.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's
Because
a
I
solid
also
one.
shipped them, and right after we watched it, we found fan fiction of it, which was amazing.
Oh, nice.
I think the actor of that one, the one that played Tina, she had written a script afterwards. She had a pitch. There's actually a number of people that after 7 that wanted to pitch their number 8, and she was one of them. Yeah.
Nice.
So she cared about her character. That's what I'm trying to say. She liked the part. A lot of actors would brush off the Friday the 13th stuff, but there's a few in there. Kane Hodder, lady who played Tina, I don't know her name, that were really like happy with their characters, trying to move it on, try to bring it into other movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kane Hodder's definitely been the biggest champion for Jason of anybody publicly. Well, what's your favorite Friday?
Very 80s.
My favorite is definitely 6. I love Jason Lives. I love it. There is I want to feel like it was influenced by Terminator, because like the pacing for that one, because you know I have a very controversial opinion. I think the Friday the 13th movies, for the most part, outside of the first one, are okay until the last 20 minutes, when the pop off happens, when like the final girl learns everything, knows Jason's around, and the chase begins. I love the last 20 minutes most. In part 6, you get like 3 of those, 3 pop offs. It feels like the movie's gonna end, but it keeps going and going. There's 2 car chases, first of all, not one. There's 2 different car chases. Like it felt like James Cameron had made a Friday the 13th movie, and I love it.
Nice.
Well, plus it has the best intro with them, like digging out Jason from his grave.
Yeah.
It's the most cinematic
That was
way
amazing.
to start a Friday the 13th movie, I think.
Yeah, and it also had it was clearly like very ironic too, because they did the James Bond opening right after that, where it's like, you know how James Bond with like you're through the POV of a gun. They did that with
Right.
Jason, and then he slices, and then the blood comes down the camera. So they were clearly more like into like, okay, let's have more fun with it. Let's be a little more jokey.
Yeah.
But Friday the 13th Part 8 is starting off with a bang. Let's get some sex to start the movie.
Literally.
Gotta make Jason mad. This is
Yeah,
the only
right.
way.
Yeah. You have to bump uglies as this.
So the director of this Friday the 13th movie, Rob Hedden, he cut his teeth directing for Friday the 13th of the TV series.
Yep.
And they liked him so much, or his episodes on Friday the 13th, the TV series, that they brought him on for this.
Yeah. Apparently the producers of this were on set when he was directing his episode, and he was doing an actually very stylized scene where everything is black and white and suddenly turns to color, and he's explaining this to the producer, and that's all he needed. The producer's like, hey, this guy's pretty good, and decided to hire him.
This guy's classy. He shoots black and white pictures.
Yeah, well, yeah. Also, he was just they wanted him just to write it, but he wouldn't do it unless they would let him direct it.
This guy looks like Billy Hargrove from Stranger Things. Like he was actually like from the 80s.
Right.
Right? Look at
He
him.
does.
Thank
my
you.
God. Is that
He's got the great 80s hair.
I don't think it's he kind of looks like
Take from Montgomery.
an amalgam of like Jared Leto and like
See
3 other
Thomas Howell.
actors.
Generic handsome man.
Yeah, right.
So there's no other legacy characters other than Jason in this movie, right?
No, there's not. I don't think so. They didn't have a Tommy. They didn't have the Tina. You know what's really funny though? A lot of the actors, like, when they're doing their scripts, they really make it more about themselves in terms of like they try to really like elevate them. They always want to elevate because there was two actors that actually had a pitch for Jason Takes Manhattan. It was the lead of either the lead of the last one or maybe it was the lead of Tommy Jarvis, Jason Lives, and then the girl that played Tina, and they both involved very heavily their main role as the actor dealing with.
Oh my lord!
What?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is important.
See, this is why it's very important to use proper anchor safety in boats. Because you could do things like disconnect large electrical cables and resurrect Jason Voorhees.
It's interesting because basically since part 6 and Jason's grave gets hit with a lightning bolt,
it's been electricity that does
they've
it.
decided that Jason is a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And it needs to be a bolt of lightning that brings him to life.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know. Yeah, why do they bother with that? They just have him wake up. He's just like, I'm up now.
Yeah,
Sure.
like
Because
no one cares.
They want a sense of realism. Like,
Oh yeah,
how
that's
would,
yeah.
how would a rotting corpse resurrect?
You idiot. He can't just wake up. He's got to be struck by something.
Yes.
He obviously is. I mean, at this point, we
This
have
is
to-
obviously God's will,
Exactly.
okay?
God is here to destroy us all.
Zeus has
Jason.
chosen Jason as his true demigod son.
The power of Thor.
That Jason
Doesn't that
movie.
technically like, and his mask is sort of like his strength? Because isn't it kind of like in Freddy versus Jason? He takes the mask off of him and he sort of like defeats him almost for a second. Because he like whittles him down to his. Like,
Isn't it just he's just like, you know, freaked out because he's like he's showing his face and his face is ugly.
That's what I'm saying. He
But
demasks him.
But in Friday the 13th part 4, his demasks and he fights like no problem.
Well,
You know?
maybe it matters. more.
It's different with Freddy. He was trying to impress
Yeah,
him.
exactly. Freddy gets in his brain.
That was a great 0 blood stab wound. Oh, okay.
Because it's
Not
a
real.
trick.
Yeah.
Oh, another prank. Damn. The legacy
Just a
of
prank,
Shelley
bro.
lives on. Pranks are integral to Friday the 13th. You know?
And this is what I mean by the pop off. This is taking way too long for the kill. Like a lot of like this happens 20 minutes at a time for most of the Friday 13th movies. Like you got to get the kids running around talking about something that's not going to matter in about 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Oh no, he got harpoon trained? Oh, since number 3, I
They
guess he
get
knows how to use a harpoon.
so much mileage out of these feet and these arms.
Yep.
Like,
I wonder if you like did a compilation of how many times you just see his feet and arms. How many minutes?
yeah.
It's just Jason's feet and arms.
Oh shit, we're getting the full Monty here.
He's wet.
He's so wet and
Whoa,
slimy.
that's a phallic way he's holding that spear
Of
gun.
course it is. It's
I
always.
wish we
phallic.
could watch
He
this
likes
in
to kill things.
1.5 speed, please. It's taking so long.
He looks aroused.
He is,
Of course,
but
yeah,
he
man.
is whenever he kills. Like
Jason's
It's
about to
completely
bust.
a psychosexual thing. He's
Yeah.
about to penetrate them both with a harpoon.
Should he use protection?
He's a terrible shot. He's
Right.
like 5 feet away from them.
he's
What
like,
the
give me a
fuck?
second. I'm trying to wake up.
Fuck it, I'll just jam the whole thing through you.
So something I was curious about, I don't know if you know the answer, Andres. How do they keep Jason's eyes so black and dark? Like I was noting in the Arsenio Hall interview, like they're able to just keep them so hollow and dark too. Is
Do
it
they
just
maybe have
black
the
silk
mask?
screen?
The
The
mask
mask is slightly
Yeah.
away from his
Yeah.
face.
The
And then
the
they probably-
copy I'm looking at, I'm assuming is Blu-ray or something, and it seems like there's a mesh behind it. I
Oh,
would gather.
I think also that the makeup keeps it a little bit away from his eyes, so he's
Yeah.
not so.
True. And lighting.
They don't have to
It's
worry
pretty-
about his nose because they can hold it up a different way. I can imagine that it's not very comfortable in there.
yeah,
And it
for
must
real.
be very sweaty.
Also, Jason's huge.
This
You would
woman-
hear him stomping
This
around
girl,
the boat.
by the way,
right?
is the worst actress I've ever seen in my life. It's like she doesn't know what emotion she wants to play.
She was like about to smile.
She looked bemused. Like, what? What's happening? I don't know. I guess this Jason guy's coming.
I don't want to die, but I love hide and seek.
Look, and She can't.
No.
Oh my god! What producer's child is this? It's embarrassing. Oh, the screen's even worse.
Oh my god, this is so slow. 1.5 this, please.
Why?
And it's the worst because it's like, she just want her to die so bad. She's so bad. She's not good at this.
Yeah, that sort of ended up what happening. It's like they're so obnoxious that you end up rooting for Jason, and that's why like people like horror icons like Jason and Freddy became more like heroes to people.
I
outside of the movies.
remember that as specifically from the remake, the 2009 was it I think that was like
Yeah.
the first one we did, where like I just wanted all these people to die so
That's
hard.
why I found Freddy scary because I actually wasn't rooting for, especially in the first Freddy, I
Right.
wasn't rooting for Freddy at all. I was rooting for the kids.
Which is amazing because like Freddy's the most charismatic fucking
Yeah.
horror baddie.
But I was rooting for them because I just felt like it was what a nightmare to be tormented in your sleep.
Right.
Like,
I know. Not like try to stop yourself from sleeping.
Heather Donahue rocks too.
Pen is mightier than the sword.
Even Kingpin. Holy crap.
Stephen King walking this. I've never used a fountain pen a day in my fucking life.
You're right. What am I, Shakespeare? What the fuck?
Right on the typewriter filled with coke. Where did she even get this? How did she even figure out that it's Stephen King's fountain pen?
I know, right?
What scam or something?
One of those people at the beginning of the movie was like, "Hey, I got Stephen King pen. Come on."
That would be amazing if there was a callback in New York and there was a guy with a jacket full of pens. You want a famous pen from an author? Come on. I got James Joyce. You want a James Joyce?
Yeah. That mom should keep coming back hawking different writer stuff. This is Dean Kootz's.
This pencil was found in the trash can of James Patterson.
This reminds me of when me and Danny watched that J-Lo movie, The Boy Next Door. There's like a plot point where like this teenager gives his teacher like, "Here, I brought you a copy of Homer,
The Odyssey.
the Odyssey," and she's like, "Whoa, a first edition! Thank you so much."
First edition?
A first edition.
No way.
Wasn't that thing written
Apparently.
the first?
They-
Wait, wasn't that thing written like
Yours.
so long ago? We don't even know if it's
It
real.
would have been written on scrolls.
Yeah,
It
no.
would have been written
Yeah, it was written on rock. First edition was on a rock.
I think the Greeks had scrolls, right? They did scrolls.
I think
I think they
I
wrote
don't even know.
They wrote everything on young boys. I mean, they expected them.
Yeah, first edition was a cave painting.
Yes, it was quite amusing. That movie still makes me laugh to this day.
So
We should rewatch it to see how
How it
stupid
holds
it
up?
is. It's badly like it did the first time.
So here we have the boat on Camp Crystal Lake. This clearly sets up.
Why is everyone in like? What are these Navy people? I don't understand why they're so fancy.
everyone's eyebrows are so thick. What the hell is going on?
It's 1980.
Yeah, it's 1989, and the hottest thing was a thick brow.
They liked a man with a strong brow.
Yeah.
I want a man with a Neanderthal brow.
Yeah, the unibrow. Gotta have that.
But you can tell this guy. Oh my god! Did they wax or pluck it unevenly? It kind of looks like one of his eyebrows is shorter than the other.
So real naval men don't
Look,
Yeah.
don't tweeze their
One's
eyebrows.
like lower.
that's what you're saying is a lie. Every single one of these actors has a manicured brow. Every single one. They have taken care of that unibrow.
Yeah, it is. It's like
It's a little
it's like
uneven.
they were shaving it and then they just went
And that's how exciting Jason going to New York is. We're talking about a sea captain's eyebrows.
I haven't watched any of it because every time I watch, I think I saw it the whole thing 2 years ago, but for the most part, I only see the parts that take place in New York. I've barely ever watched the whole movie.
Because this is
Yeah,
boring.
what is happening? Like I don't even
So the way this is why I think people got mad at Jason and kind of gave up on the Jason movies, because this movie is kind of a rug pull. Because you're promising Jason Takes Manhattan. You're expecting like
Him to be
an
Manhattan.
hour's
Yeah.
worth at least of the movie would
Yeah.
be in Jason in Manhattan. But it's just the third
Jason
act.
climbing the Empire State Building. Fucking,
Exactly.
It's,
King
it's
Kong,
really
you know?
Jason goes to Manhattan.
Jason takes an Uber to Manhattan.
Oh,
4
and-
hours.
And they work in some
Lazarus.
some
Genius.
thematic elements here. Watch out.
I just don't understand why they're on this like tanker
Yeah,
military
what?
boat.
Yeah.
Why?
Granted, we
This is a
haven't really
teenage
like been
High
listening-
school cruise in this thing.
See,
Whatever.
See, it's a high school cruise.
Oh.
They're
But
on
that's
one
what
of those
Brad
high school
Bird
cruises
says.
to New York.
Brad Bird says if they say this at Pixar that if you turn off the sound, could you still understand
Hold
what's
on.
going on?
Why the
Yeah.
fuck do they have a gun? Why are they skeet shooting?
They're doing target shooting.
Yeah, but what? I never got a chance to do any
You
target
weren't a-
shooting in
You
high
weren't
school?
a child of the 80s. Living by Camp Crystal Lake, they like to shoot. They like to drink. They like to party.
I don't think you can get away with having a gun curriculum in the modern
They
day
love
world.
I think this is
Party
just a
party in an oil
graduation party.
tanker.
Oh my. Oh, the vest of the 80s.
Mhm.
God bless. And you could tell this is the late 80s because that's going into the 90s style. They're really into these vests.
The vest that looks like it was cut from a Persian rug is like
The vest that you see on every like elementary school teacher.
yeah, right.
Oh no, does this dog die?
Probably.
Oh my god, go to doesthedogdie.com.
Yes, it's a horror movie. I'm assuming the dog
Yeah,
does.
right. No, exactly. I just watched the first John Wick for the first time last night.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Did the dog die in that one?
But
That's one of those movies that I could watch a million times. I will never watch
that
the
part
first
again.
20 minutes again.
I just thought, you know what's funny? I actually rewatched it and I was like stealing myself. But I'm actually happy the second time you watch it, the death goes by a lot faster.
Yeah, it's fast.
It's not as, but in the first time you watch it, it feels interminable. You're like, oh my God.
Well, because then there's that scene where he's like holding it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It's
ah!
still
Yeah.
sad, but
There-
you know he's
there-
about to- the kid's
There is
mad.
some,
Right, exactly.
in general, beautiful storytelling in that movie that
Yeah.
gets overlooked. Like that opening shot of him, like in the sink, and the
I
other
agree.
sink
Yeah.
has all the feminine products and is clearly missing, and the way it's framed.
Oh no, I agree.
It's
I
so
really
well
like
done.
the movie a lot as a movie, like not just as an action vehicle. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
really beautiful movie
yeah.
The dog lives.
in your heart.
No, he
This
lives.
is
Oh,
my
yes.
favorite character. This is
You're like
quality
a duck
cringe. This is quality cringe with this rock star. This girl
I love
going
his
all over the
going
ship.
out.
This is great. She's doing a music video
This
on
is
an oil
called
rig.
We don't have the
On a
budget.
lake.
acts awesome or what?
We don't have the budget for stabbing. So here's this girl on a guitar for some reason. We paid each of these actors $50.
These movies are like better if you have no idea what's going on. You're not listening to sound at all.
A big feature of this is hair. The hair is really getting a shot.
Somebody,
Different kind of hair you've ever seen in your life.
somebody deserved to get
Some of
paid
these
a
people-
lot of money.
Some of these people are
For
dressed
hair.
way more 90s, like late 90s
Mhm.
coming into it. Like he's super 90s
Yeah.
hip. And some of them are still stuck in the 80s. And that's
Yeah.
fascinating. It's like
Yeah.
a time capsule.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's interesting the transition between 80s and 90s style because they're so similar but
Yeah.
very distinct also.
Yeah.
Well, this guy gives me 2014 hipster vibes, honestly.
Oh yeah. I mean
Well,
that's
that's-
what 20
He
But
doesn't
that's
seem
what
like a
2014
nerd.
hipster vibes are.
Yeah.
It's 90s.
Yeah. But he's supposed to be the
Rivers
nerd, but he's
Cuomo
like, oh, he seems like a good
Gen Z
looking
kids
emo
love
dude.
to hate on us, but they also want to steal everything we wore.
Yeah, right.
Jason.
Jason's pants.
As soon as someone gets relatively
He's still
horny talking to a
wet.
girl.
Oh, I guess he's
I'm
been
at
in
a
the water.
point where Jason is so silly now that I think that they should redo this movie, but someone should take him on like a classic 90s rom-com makeover and like be like, you just need a good pair of pants and a dream, Jason, and you're gonna do it.
I can fix it.
Tutor him. He's
He's
gonna
got-
get his GED.
He just needs his high school diploma and then he'll make it.
When I grew up, I didn't have any remedial classes.
Jason goes to therapy, works out his trauma with his
my God.
mom.
No.
You could technically do it if you could make him believe you're the mom. It could be done. Like,
Exactly.
you're not far off. You just got to put on the dress. Come on, Jason, we're going shopping.
His only weakness, drag.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're filming a music video.
Oh, okay.
That's front.
That makes, you know what? She's smart. This is a good industrial setting for her.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking.
A lot of good free production value.
I don't know how many
It just sucks she didn't have the cameraman to
exterior
shoot it,
metal
right? Like, she's
staircases
by
I've
herself.
seen in movies, but I've never been on one.
Yeah.
And I really want to. Like, I've seen them so many times. Like, I wish I could just know what it's like to be on one of those.
It's very
metal-
precarious.
Yeah, I imagine it is, right?
Not fun.
No. Jason wants to be in the video.
You know, like how everyone's always like super hyped about spiral staircases, and like,
Yeah, they're
those
horrible.
are horrible.
Yeah,
They make you
they're
feel like you have
terrifying.
vertigo.
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
It's not fun. The romance of the spiral staircase ends visually.
Oh my God, I thought this was in a completely different location.
Nope, she's on the boat.
I thought this was like an exterior,
Oh,
an exterior of an
guitar
apartment or something.
That's
That's how
so-
little attention I'm
Okay,
paying.
so this is how little money they have. They killed her with the guitar, and you don't even see it.
There's
you
like
just see a
A
blood
tiny
splatter.
blood splatter, yeah.
Yeah, but it was blood put on the camera, bro. It was
Yeah.
fucking breaking the fourth wall. It was
Oh,
That's
fucking-
just a
shit.
piece of glass
That's
in front
art.
of the lens.
Yeah. They had to, I assume they had to get creative because the last one, the one that was really good, basically it was pitched as Jason versus Carrie. It got butchered by the MPAA. Like, it's infamous as one of those movies that like they cut all the gore out. So I'm assuming the
Wow.
producers were like,
Did they
all
ever
right,
do
for
a,
this one, you don't even bother.
Did they ever do a director's cut of that?
I don't think they.
No, they do have some footage in the deleted scenes of like one of the most famous Jason death, which is the sleeping bag bit,
okay.
came from that movie.
Oh man, girl, that hair is fried. Woo-hoo. Too much mousse.
Wow, that's a really huge room.
Yeah, it's a nice
For on
state-
a boat.
For one
state
girl
room?
on a
It's a set.
boat?
It's a
Holy
stateroom.
shit.
It's a stateroom.
Is it?
They must like this dog.
It's really funny. What's their name in the middle? Sorry.
D-Rock.
E-Rock. That they mentioned that. Oh, I didn't even know where I was, because I was gonna ask earlier. They used 3 different boats and then film sets, and I was gonna ask, do you think that they made it clear that they're using? It feels like one boat.
No.
They already
Nope.
answered for me, right?
Yeah, no.
Feel
definitely not.
confused every time. Why is she having visions?
Bro, maybe she's psychically connecting to Jason.
Why is there no
How-
box?
How they do not care at all
They-
about spatial
No, they
awareness
don't.
in this movie.
They don't.
But how much shit do you bring with you on a
I
trip?
know.
You bring
To New York.
a full boxing gear, a speed gun shooting.
That's cute, right?
A guitar, a camera crew, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, especially that scene with on the staircase. Like, that wouldn't have even fit in this entire boat.
No, where does that?
Where was that? Yeah.
The engine-y part.
Oh snap! Is that
That's
Kelly Who?
Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
That
It is Kelly Who.
Yeah, that's Kelly Who.
That's amazing.
I would love to see how they wrote this. And it's like the 2 girls are watching from the top window. Like, what? Like, how is this?
Yeah, why?
What is this blocking?
Just be in the room.
Yeah, right.
We were trying to get creative with it.
It's so that they can talk about wanting to fuck all of them without them hearing.
And I'm sorry, me and Lydia came to the conclusion it's usually these characters, these type of characters, like the mean girl, the bully, are always the most interesting ones. They're always the ones like, all right, at least they're trying to do stuff.
Yeah,
When
Yeah.
Jason's not killing,
because they're trying to have a personality.
Yes.
Other
Yeah,
than
that could be
I'm
it
so
too,
nice,
yeah.
please do not kill me.
They end up being more likable because they're actual people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, this
Yeah,
girl was
yeah.
giving me 80s Harley Quinn with her red and black shirt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Motivating downstairs. What?
Yo, it would be amazing. This guy has a camera. Yo, someone should do like the found footage version of this movie. Where it's all from his camera.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And you don't even have to pay Kane Hodder because he's like Jason wouldn't be in the camera. Like it's just running around hallways.
Don't be a lightweight. Just do some toot.
Top dollar too.
Top dollar too. Hell yeah.
My
See?
science scholarship to science college.
When the Mean Girls on screen, it just jumps off. It just the whole movie jumps at you.
She's
They're
science.
jumping off the
What does that mean?
That's not.
Do it, Kelly. Who?
Oh my god! Have you guys
Oh
seen my
no!
dog?
No,
She's
not
Mark.
the dog.
Have you seen my dog? She brought the dog.
Care for a hit?
No, I'm too
like
pure for that.
Stop worrying about your
No.
dog and do this cocaine.
I
Do
know.
job.
this toot with us.
Yeah.
Dude,
Toot to the hoot.
never heard that slang in my life.
That's amazing.
It would be great if this was Friday the 13th Part 8. Jason takes a toot.
I was literally just gonna say, like, does Coke make you
If
fart? Is
if
that why they
Coke-
call it
if
toot?
Cocaine Bear does really well, they should do Jason
Oh.
versus Cocaine Bear.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. The number of different Cocaine
I
Bear
can-
versus
I can
blank movies that
I
I
can-
would want to see after that movie.
I can see Cocaine Bear's like thirsty and he starts drinking from the lake and then it pulls back and you see the sign and you're like,
See, you're already-
no,
You're
Cocaine
probably
Bear.
already writing a better movie than the actual Cocaine Bear movie's gonna be.
No, it's gonna be
Did you see who's directing that though?
Isn't it
Elizabeth
Elizabeth?
Adams.
Elizabeth
Banks?
Banks.
Banks. Yeah.
I'm
That's
excited.
pretty
No, I'm
hype.
excited for that.
No, it's
The
gonna be
Pitch
awesome.
Perfect movies are fun. She does a good job.
Yeah.
Are you girls using drugs?
Are you girls using drugs? Do you think I would use drugs with my science scholarship? Jeez, sir.
Why can't we just explore for science?
My favorite part is that this man is dressed in a full three-piece suit. Got a sweater vest, a tie. Why, sir? Are you
What?
is he a teacher?
No, he's like the principal. Why does he
The
need
principal of the
I don't think the filmmakers
Why
had a
does she
concept
need
of
to
how
do a
schools
science
work.
project
Like
for her
This
Isn't
is-
this graduation party?
this whole like field trip operation seemed like a mess from the beginning. Like these kids are running around everywhere. There's only like 2 adults.
Yeah, I don't understand. And it's confusing to me. Is this a graduation party? Is this a graduation field trip? Is this just some guy? I don't understand.
None of these people
It's
are,
Manhattan.
It's so ridiculous.
and no one here is a part of camp.
Why is there a full sauna on the boat?
Where's all of these parts of the
Where are all the parts of this boat?
Stop calling it a boat. Call it what it is. It's an oil rig.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's a freaking oil rig
This
and
is
there's a sauna in
this
it.
is obviously a miniature yacht, and these are the elites.
This must
okay?
be a Russian oil rig because they love a sauna.
There's a gas mask hanging there. Yeah, it might be.
Oh my goodness. Is it safe to have hot flaming rocks on a boat? Like I don't
Yeah, I think do
When
cruise ships
Jason's
have
there.
saunas? I assume they do. I assume
I'm
cruise
just really
ships have
excited
saunas.
for the
so
rock
far.
hot rock kill that we're about to get
Yeah.
here. That's
and
that's all the point of
and
this.
it never occurred to anyone like Jason could attack a sauna in New York.
I'm
You
gonna
know?
say Jason's
This
seeming-
could be in New York.
Jason has so far killed every guy he's killed so far has been half naked. Jason's seeming a little zesty in this film.
Little, yeah,
A little
yeah.
zesty. Jason's got a type. It's a shirtless dude not paying attention.
Oh,
What in the stomach?
Well, did he have a
that's-
fart in there? That thing started lighting on
that's
fire.
really- He tooted, man. It's
Look
the
at his
toot.
farmer's tan. Do you see how white his feet are in comparison to the rest of him?
He
Is that 'cause of
just
spray tan?
stuffed him full of hot coals. That's pretty cool.
You're on my naughty list. Is this another teacher or parental figure?
Wasn't this the
she's older.
Stephen King mom?
Yes, this is
Yeah,
Stephen
right.
King mom. She made sure to wear her nautical
Can you
sweater.
imagine? Like this is the worst field trip ever. She has to hang out with her mom. Like
I know, right?
She wants to hang out with her mom
Oh,
because she's such a
what
goody
the fuck?
two-shoes.
Did she do that?
oh,
Yeah, she
where's the
did. She
rail
said,
there?
Oh, she's afraid of water.
Oh,
Let's
yeah, that's
drown
right.
her.
Yeah, exactly.
What
What
a
prank.
bitch.
Let's throw her overboard.
Oh,
What a fun prank.
remember, death is the ultimate prank.
Exactly. Oh,
Was that an Avatar reference?
no.
It's a reference
To
to
another Jason.
our our commentary on part 3.
Yeah.
With Shelly as the ultimate prankster, we surmise that Jason is just trying to prank people,
With death.
and that death is the greatest prank of
Death
all.
is the greatest prank.
Is this the ghost of Jason?
Yeah.
I think it's a part of his soul. Maybe he's like Voldemort, and it's like torn in half.
Oh no.
But
And,
how
like-
far
Yeah.
are they traveling? Is he a part
Nice
of this
try.
whole lake? Why
They
is
really
this
got to
lake
figure that
close
out.
to Manhattan?
Well, like Avatar 2, The Way of Water, all water is connected.
Okay,
And
I got it.
the water in Crystal Lake is the same as this river water. I
We are
guess,
now, what, like 30 minutes into this movie, and we have not seen a single Manhattan yet.
Well, they showed us a little bit of Manhattan in the beginning.
Yeah, but just
Yeah,
like
right.
So
Just like
we're supposed to be
B-roll
exterior
footage
shots,
of
yeah.
Manhattan.
we're supposed to be fully satiated that we walked into the right movie.
we have.
We technically can't sue.
Yeah, right.
Go back to what you're doing, your fight clubs and your cocaine.
How do you think, since we were talking about John Wick, how do you think John Wick would fare against Jason?
Kick his ass.
Ooh. Yeah.
He'd kick his ass?
For sure.
Jason doesn't get stopped by bullets, and all John Wick
Yeah.
has
And
is
John Wick
bullets.
would keep going and get 8
I
million
guess
bullets.
he'd
Jason
use a
would keep
katana,
going, too.
maybe.
John Wick would outsmart Jason.
I
for
think
sure.
I think he would exhaust him. Jason is never ending.
I
John Wick
guess.
is a man. He'll get tired. It could
Yeah,
be
but
a week of fighting, but Jason will just keep coming, same energy.
Maybe John Wick's only reprise is that he's never gonna get horny enough.
My favorite part
bring
about this
Jason.
movie is they had to have a harbinger on this boat, and it's just this dirty.
Yes.
Like, is he the second? Is he the second in command? Is he the swab the deck? And what do they call him? Like,
He's like the first mate or something
first
like
mate. There we go. He's dirty.
He's the ship in
that. Did
his
he go to
hand.
camp once? Oh no!
Whoa, blood.
Damn,
in
some
the
psych.
water.
They're like, you know what? We need some psychological horror in this one.
You know, we need to compete with Freddy. So
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Okay, that's kind of fun. I still don't. I don't understand
Who is this though?
if Jason has resurrected himself.
It's little Jason.
It's little Jason.
little Jason didn't have hair.
No, he did not.
Yeah, but that person definitely had fucked
That's
up eyes.
Billy. That's Billy. There's another one.
What if the ghost of Roy is a part of Jason now, and we're getting Roy from the 5th movie?
Girl, I think you're hallucinating.
You want a crazy thing I've never seen.
I'm in
part
no
5.
mood for your tactics. Who's this? Oh, it's the popular girl.
Girl.
She's sleeping with the teacher.
You're fucking this old ass man.
She doesn't want
Yeah.
her to do her homework.
Crazy.
Oh.
You do
I'm
what
telling you,
gotta
they're the only interesting characters in these movies.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
do stuff.
Damn, no wonder she could do whatever the fuck she wants. Damn.
And what's really funny is that Dani mentioned she's the popular, but she's not that like no one's talking to her except for Kelly Who. Like she's like
Yeah.
She's then I guess she's like the bad girl of the school.
no, but I know like that's what I'm saying is like they want her to be the popular girl, but they don't
Yeah.
give any indication that that's the case, you know?
Right.
Well, what's funny is it just seems like all the men on this boat
This is
don't give
all-
a shit about any of these women.
This is all
They're-
the indication you need that she's popular. Look at her body.
But I'm saying like all the guys are just playing Fight Club and like
Yeah.
shooting stuff. They don't seem to care about any of the girls.
All of the men on this ship are gay.
You
This
did not
is-
label your organs correctly. You did not draw your body
It would be
accurately.
amazing if just like on her butt it said butt and then
She didn't even put the right amount of ribs.
Glutes.
That was like you don't only have 6 giant ribs. You got a beef cow. What the hell?
it's more foreplay.
Do you
Uh-huh.
guys think did she tattoo that on, or was that like
No, it
No, I
looks
think
like
it's
paint.
drawn, yeah.
yeah, okay. Because I was
I'm
never
your teacher, young lady.
I always went back and forth. I was
Art.
like, wait, does this girl have this tattooed on her?
Oh, so look, he's a good teacher. He's rebuffing her sexual advances. Except it kind of should have started right when she took her robe
Yeah,
off.
right. Like, okay,
Or when
He
she
was
was
in
in
shock.
your room at all, sir.
Oh.
Oh, she's a blackmailer.
Yeah, girl boss.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Damn.
So now you'll feel negative guilty when she gets stabbed.
Yeah, right.
She's the worst. The rootness tootness.
I don't know. In number 7, Jason was weak towards blondes. Maybe that's his other weakness.
Yeah. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, I think giving her stuff to do is taking more effort than any other character. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
one girl likes rock and roll. Like, this girl's
Yeah,
her
right.
mom. It's like they have to
Everyone
actually
wants,
write
like, a
scenes
commercial
around
character.
this
Yeah.
character, and
Yeah.
have her do stuff that's like, cool. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, So they're actually putting more thought. So it's like,
Because it's just like, well, you realize in these movies they just need bodies, so they don't even pretend to spend
Yeah.
time on
Yeah,
developing
yeah.
them.
But they do for the Mean Girls, and I think the next Jason movie, the Mean Girl needs to be the survivor, and I think that would be
I
a great little subverting expectations. I mean,
On the final girl, I completely agree. I think that's a valid and it's interesting.
and it gives props to the Mean Girls that made these movies entertaining until the last 20 minutes.
Right.
Now there's a whole shower
that-
on the front.
I thought they were on a river, and that looks like an open
Ocean.
ocean.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
How the fuck?
Where are they? Are they
Well-
in like the Bermuda Triangle?
Well,
of
Crystal.
America?
Well, the original camp location was like in New Jersey, so it's not impossible to go on boat from New Jersey to New York. I don't know why you'd have to go deep in the open ocean. Are they going to international waters to like gamble and do horrible things before they come back?
Yeah, don't they have to go through
also
a river?
very
Like,
confused.
aren't they in a river right now? Like, because they have to
Yeah.
get from the lake to the ocean,
Well,
right?
you can get from a lake to a river if you go through, but then you have to go through the river to the ocean. So yeah, I
This is
don't
crazy.
understand. There's no logic here for the geography at all.
No.
Well, we've established that there's psychological horror things going on. Maybe
That's what it is. It's all hallucinatory.
We're also
They're
being
just
affected.
trapped in a little ship in the
Yeah.
bottle.
Wouldn't it be great?
Oh,
It would be great if the Friday the 13th movies just had random cruise liners going through every once in a while in a scene. Yeah,
Punched out in there 'cause
this is a route.
he also needs a weapon.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of her. Most interesting character. so
Of
far.
course. Because
But-
she's so naughty and
but
evil.
this
Yeah.
is so annoying because she's the only character we've spent more than, like, other than the other girl,
Yeah,
the main
right.
girl. She's the only character we've actually spent multiple scenes with.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
and she did
she
the
feels like
most
she's been the main character up
complicated,
to this
technically,
point.
quote unquote, the most complicated thing. She's had the most, complex plot lines.
The other
So
girl's
I'm like
not-
the only plot line.
the other girl, the only plot line she has is she's seeing a scary child.
Yeah, and she's afraid of
Her
Yeah,
entire
something.
right.
character.
She's afraid of something, and the Stephen King pen is haunted. Probably. Who knows?
These kids are in for one hell of a storm that we're somehow piloting this pleasure boat.
In an ocean.
I was
or
in the
a
Navy.
river.
I was in
or-
the Navy for 30 years now. I take kids to New York.
I love how
Man.
everything Jason does, he does as slowly as he possibly can.
Yeah, I could imagine watching this in theaters. They paid their good money to see Jason. The trailers probably showed awesome Manhattan footage, and you're just like, like what? You're just like, oh, it's so frustrating.
Oh,
What's
if I had to
happening?
see this in theaters, I think this would be a walkout movie for me. I would have been done like
Yeah, I think like that slow just shot of Jason slowly getting I would have been like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah,
He's moving
I'm
too
done.
slow. Everything. We're not
Well,
in Manhattan. I'm out of here.
By now, Jason needs to get a pizza in New York, okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jason's get a pizza, he's get a hot dog, he's get a gyro.
Used to go to a Knicks game.
With Billy Crystal. Definitely.
Oh my
What is
God.
that? What's the kind of
That is the worst.
That's the worst
death.
kill I've ever
Did he stab him in the
seen.
butthole? I'm sorry. Like it looks like he stabbed him in the butthole.
But I like the artful thing of like the water falling in the
Yeah.
foreground to like obscure things. I do
Yeah.
like that little touch.
I do.
Yeah.
It's just that the logistics of the way the windows are, he had to stand like 10 feet away from him.
Look, they put slow mo on this.
This
What
is
was
weird.
that?
Yeah, this is weird.
Jason was
yeah.
moving too fast. They had to slow that
Oh
shit
my
down.
god, that neck slice. Are you serious? That was so bad.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Yeah, barely any blood. I feel bad because there is some legit, like as Steven pointed out, that shot is kind of pretty with the green and the water. There's some
Yeah.
legit good shots in here. Jason looks good, some good ideas. So
It just feels like those three good things just drowned out by budget cuts for the rest
Yeah.
of the film.
yeah, I mean they
So
had 3
what-
ships to work with. Damn.
When Rob Hedden originally wrote the script, he wanted more of the movie to be set in New York and had written scenes at Madison Square Garden,
yeah,
the Brooklyn Bridge,
What?
Yeah.
the Statue of Liberty, and the Empire State Building.
that's where it ends.
But Paramount
Budget
told
would
him
not
that
allow.
budget will not allow
That's what
him
this is.
to
It's,
spend that much time in
completely.
New York.
you can see
So
this.
he was forced to rewrite the film to spend more time on the cruise ship. Bro,
Wow.
this is the 8th movie, and they're still like,
Yeah.
they're
Dude,
gonna cheap
Paramount
But
Paramount
that's kind of
hated.
like-
Dude,
for
Paramount was
fans-
so
for more
embarrassed.
people who aren't slasher people, that's kind of one of the reasons, the biggest critiques I can give for slasher movies. They just know they can churn these out cheap and make a buck, so they just give less and less of a shit. And it's
Yeah.
like only after they've stamped it to death do they wait like 10 years and try again with a little bit more effort.
And then
No,
they're
they-
like, see,
Paramount
this
sold
movie
it.
wasn't successful.
Paramount
Yeah.
this series was infamously hated by Paramount. Like their own company hated this movie, and it was known.
Wow.
Like they used to fight. Producers used to fight, like just to like not be in it, and then oh, give it to this guy. Like all this, like people did not
Uh-huh.
like. For some reason, they just were embarrassed by this series, but it made them money, so they kept doing it, and just they didn't give a
You
crap.
can tell. You can absolutely tell that. You can
Yeah.
tell that this is like the redheaded stepchild of
Right. No, I mean, that's what, like I was telling you the other day that I don't know if, I'm sure it's not his quote, but I heard Ethan Hawke talking about, like, the no distinction between high art and low art. There are movies that the people who made them cared about what they were doing, and there are movies that the movie people making them didn't really care that much about what they were doing. And that's like the only distinction to make between quote unquote high art and low art. Like if someone cares about what they're doing, it'll be good. And like this,
Yeah.
like I'm sure there were people working on it who did care a lot about what they
Yeah.
were doing, but not enough people in the right places.
not the people running
Yes.
the check.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Because the director did I could imagine that he had to work with what he was given. He wanted the whole movie. He
Yeah.
wanted Madison Square Garden, and they're like, no. And he's like,
Yeah.
he had to work with it, and he tried his best.
That's why it's important to emphasize like the communal, like the community. Like making a movie is a group effort, and so
Yeah.
it's like if your producers suck and they don't want
Right.
to help you, like that hinders.
If
you
they
a
don't
lot.
care about your movie, then no one
Yeah.
else is going to care about your
I think
movie.
the actual producers are probably some people that cared within the series that got a hold of it. I'm saying like the studios were
The
the ones.
studio
heads,
yeah.
Right.
Studio heads were the ones. Whoever's over there, not in the grind, not the producers on set and stuff like that. That
Mhm.
probably cared.
So it makes me happy for these people that like there is still such a passionate fan base, even though these movies are just so like silly. That like they'll care about this random character.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
right.
is crazy. This would never happen. Oh my god. This is in the trivia. Charlene Martin initially expressed discomfort at being filmed nude for a shower scene. To
Yeah.
put her at ease, director Rob Hedden borrowed a stage from theater and film lore, stripped down fully nude, and walked into the shower himself to illustrate how easy it all was.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, he didn't realize the camera was rolling.
Based.
And the producers watched the dailies the next morning
Oh no!
and were very confused as to why their director was standing completely nude in the shower talking to one of the young actresses.
Oh my
no.
goodness!
Wow.
Martin said the director's act
Wow.
helped her lose her inhibitions and film her shower and death scene fully nude. But the only ones who saw her naked were Kane Hodder and the crew. None of her private parts were shown on screen, just her back and side. There is one shot of her character's butt, but that was a naked stunt performer and not the actress.
That was the director.
The director's butt.
I'll do your ass shots. It's okay.
Yeah.
He waxed that.
Paul Verhoeven did all the locker scenes in Starship Troopers. He directed them naked
Oh, nice.
to
Oh,
show the
wow.
cast and crew. In
I love how they're doing
97.
this, like, I understand the film language aspect of it, but the fact that the camera is getting
Moving with the boat.
the movement of the boat as if it's suspended in midair is like really fun. to
It's
me.
just a floating camera.
Yeah.
Tamara heard nothing. I like her outfit. It's really cute. The little suspenders.
Yeah, the cross suspenders. Whoa, slimy hole.
So because this film underperformed at the box office, they sold the Friday the 13th franchise to
Yeah.
New Line Cinema.
The minute it couldn't make them money, they were embarrassed by it. The minute it couldn't make them money, they got rid of it.
Well,
Paramount was super embarrassed. They're trying to like work with Rain Man and this, like, who knows?
There's a whole. What is there? A topiary in
Ow,
here.
in the
I know.
This
Yeah. Yo, this is a party, bro.
is a
It's a
party
grad cruise. Yeah, it is. It is school related. Who knows what's going on?
This is an aircraft carrier. What the fuck? Nice. That was a good entrance.
And she waited too. That was the
Jason
best
just
part.
wants to dance. Come back.
Did you
and
hear
dance
her
with him.
scream to the
You know what's amazing is that fan fiction we read about the other Jason movie we watched. That was about dancing. Remember, they danced in that.
Yeah. Jason just needs to dance a little bit.
Jason just needs to get help.
Just gotta dance it out, man.
Come on, Lady Deathstrike, you can
Do a
do
little
this.
toot.
This part always confused me. I was like, is there multiple Jasons? Is this when I remember seeing this? And I'm like, what is going on here?
She's
Yeah.
just obviously confused by bright lights very easily, like a fish.
She's
Well, she did all that too, man. It was
She
Yeah, he should have like disappeared with like a light swipe or something.
I don't understand how you saw him immediately in front of you and you didn't just run the opposite direction.
right.
You said did a circle on the dance
I
floor.
would also I would go insane when they ever do a Jason 13 if somebody acknowledges what Jason must smell like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like I feel
He
like
is
you'd find him by
still-
scent alone.
wet. He's still wet
It's a rotting
and
corpse.
slimy and gross.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't it be amazing if they like didn't see him at first, but they just were like, "What is that smell? Dear
Yeah,
God!"
right.
Poor Kenny.
What if
Wow.
he smelled like Doritos?
Oh God, that's worse.
And that's just like a weird thing. It's like, yeah, he smells like Doritos. Like, oh.
So this boat has a sauna, a full disco, a boxing ring, but it doesn't have weapons. Fail. He has to scrounge.
They
these
have
up.
that
What
gun.
happened to the gun? Yeah.
Exact. Oh,
Oh,
there,
there
it
it
is.
is.
But this gun.
They got a gun. Hey, but he could box. He should give it to
Look,
someone
there's a
else.
gym. What in the name?
And
We
this
saw the gym
fucking
earlier, I
giant
think.
staircase.
Oh, are we back to the industrial staircase?
Yeah.
I love that he has the camera.
Oh, Jason really went after the women first on this cruise, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because none of the men are paying any attention to the women at
They're
all.
all just doing their thing and dancing.
They're all together, yeah,
Mm.
in the gym.
They're
Whoa.
Gasnight.
There's a lot of like uplit fog, steamy smoke.
Why is he
in this
still
movie.
filming?
I think it's because he's using that as a light.
So, but then why
Oh,
does he have the
true.
gun with one hand?
But yeah, that's a poor decision.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
At least, oh no.
Oh no, the steam in the industrial.
Yeah. Where
This
is
is the
it?
engine, bro. This is what engines look like.
You could cut this scene with a scene from Freddy, like super easy, because
Yeah.
Freddy's really into all these like industrial.
Mhm.
Well, this is clearly not a boiler.
Oh no, he lost his
You
glasses
super
and
shot
shot
someone
somebody.
that was alive.
Yeah.
It's probably a bad decision to shoot people with.
Well, make sure you film it so that
No, he
the
needs to be
authorities.
focused to see. But yes, you're right. Film your crimes.
No, the Harbinger.
No, I think that's
Is that popular guy?
yeah.
It's the pop guy.
I don't know
the
who
Harvard-
that is.
At the eyebrows.
No.
Wait, how can he see
He's using the focus
as
as
a
glasses.
replacement for his glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's genius.
You can do that, really?
Yeah, I've done it.
That's crazy.
Ooh. Jason don't like no cameras. Paparazzi.
It's like Dennis Rodman. He'll kick a cameraman.
This guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go down.
Once
Because
again,
brain.
if you're just tuning in, kids, we are actually watching a movie that's supposed to be taking place in New York. Are we in New York?
Right.
No.
Jason's taking Manhattan, all right.
They should have at least made these
In
people, like, at least a
15
couple of these people
minutes.
New Yorkers. you know?
Right?
Right,
Like-
like give some New York in there.
Oh, I can't wait till I get back to the Bronx.
I can't wait to have a hot dog and a pizza.
Oh, that guy got set on fire.
All right, so if this movie was good and Jason's in New York, Jason's got to kill like some mobster Italian
Yeah,
guys. Okay,
definitely.
that's got to happen.
That's
Let's
what
just-
I
Yeah.
thought was gonna happen. I
Let's
thought he
just-
was just gonna be stalking the streets.
Yeah, right.
I thought
Break
it was
Let's
just
just
gonna be like,
rewrite the whole movie as if he's already in
I
New
really
York.
thought it was gonna be like a Night Stalker situation,
Yeah.
just with Jason, where he was just gonna be wandering around New York at nighttime, killing
In
random people.
in my version, Jason has to accidentally walk into the backstage of like a Broadway production
Yes.
and like wander onto the stage of like Phantom of the Opera or something
Yeah,
as like the chandelier falls.
yeah. Cats. Cats was 82.
Oh, Cats would be even better. Just there's like just a decapitated Mr. Mistopheles, and the audience is horrified and runs away.
Don't even get him walking. He just pops up into places. He just does his
in
thing.
case of fire, safety first.
There would totally, you totally have to have the scene where they call like the fire department and everyone's like super hyped. Like, yeah, New York firefighters, they're gonna save the day right now. And then Jason does the Michael Myers firefighter fight and just like tears up some firefighters with axes.
What about the fire? How do we know there really is a fire? Also, the same panic that you have when there's a fire.
Yeah, right.
If I'm him though, I'm actually pretty psyched right now. Like you thought like you're about to get in trouble for like almost banging a teenage girl, and now this whole
Yeah.
boat's gonna sink. Like there goes, if you survive,
Yeah,
you're
your
like,
accountability,
all
yeah.
your problems are sinking away. It's all good.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, why does he just like that's so
Bring it.
That was the laziest shot. in the
Jason-
world.
Jason was just
he
literally,
just walks up to him.
And he didn't even. Just,
and Jason just waited for it. Like, bring it. You don't have it.
Right?
Yeah, just like
he'll figure out I'm here.
he teleports. He's something like, whoa, hey.
I'm gonna get up there with you,
Yeah,
kid.
huh? You get it up?
How are you getting up there, Jason? Damn it!
Jason.
My one weakness: climbing ladders.
I'll just appear at the top.
Right?
No, Jason just like
This is yeah. This is blatant. Yeah. I don't, yeah, I don't know. He's like all those mannequin levels in video games where you can't look at the mannequin and it removes. You got to do it like that.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
slowly
It's
walk away from
definitely that.
Jason.
keep your eyes on him at all times.
The best part is if you did the wide shot, you would just see him like floating there, like Jean Grey. Like,
I think he did a super jump. That's what we didn't see. Oh shit!
that guy could be alive. He's
Yeah, just fell in the water.
No, he can't, because this is 1989, and racism says that black people can't swim in
Oh my
1989.
god!
That's
Oh no,
the-
you're right. Oh Jesus!
That's
Oh,
the logic of a movie.
no. You're fucking right.
That's
oh,
the
God.
logic of this horrible
Oh,
movie.
what a nightmare! Everything's bad here. You're because that girl fell in the water and she was fine.
Yeah. What?
Help me! I'm the ghost.
He's
He
doing the
jacked me.
Donald Trump fucking.
Jason, ow. Jason's
Look at that
watching himself murder someone?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think that he's supposed to be the spirit of Jason's soul that is suffering. Use the Stephen King pen.
Oh no!
The
it's
power
not-
of better writing will destroy you.
Oh. Not the Stephen King pen.
I can feel the better writing killing me.
Is this the first movie where the Jason mask is kind of like not white anymore?
Is it?
No, that
think-
last one it got. Well,
They-
I think the last one was pretty roughed up, but it was white. Yeah, maybe.
I think this is the most like rusty it
Could have
is.
done a research before this. Yeah.
Most barnacles.
I thought that guy was wet. Wasn't he outside? Oh, I think there's a real fire, guys.
Yeah, right.
Maybe leave.
The power room. Yes, that's what it's called.
Yes, the power room.
Is that the disco or is there a restaurant now in this fucking?
I don't. I can't.
He's there. What's up? He's
Oh, it
just
looks
What's
like
with all
the-
the dog bowls on
It's
this?
the galley.
on the
That's
shelf?
the no.
Oh,
Those are
that's
like the plate covers.
yeah, the plate.
Yeah,
Galley.
I do.
What is all
I-
that bread? Who made all that bread?
So much bread.
That's great.
What?
They had their whole in the lunches there. They were gonna get. Damn.
Who's the cook?
I will say I do like the little
Why-
splashes of color that's
Why-
showing up.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of like neon popping. I like it.
The
I
greens
bet-
and the pinks.
There was literally like some steam coming off those plates, like they're hot and fresh and ready.
Somebody.
Like,
Yeah.
there's
This
That's
is
their dinner.
there's steam. This is the point in the movie where if this was me, I would like eat one of those meals.
Somebody's hungry.
I'd be like, yeah, man, all this adrenaline make me hungry.
Yeah. I don't think I would last if I was in theaters.
Oh,
I
is
would promise
he the
Manhattan
chef? Is
at
he
this
the
point.
cook?
Oh no.
Oh.
Is he like the everyone? The
I'd be
guy
so
who does
upset.
everything else on the boat? You get the captain, the first mate, and then the guy that does everything else.
And the harbinger.
I clean the toilets and make the stew.
Don't insult me. I trained at the court on it. How did the water get into the engines? Because of the fire.
When the fire starts to burn, yeah, it starts to spread.
And now, like, how are they gonna get to New York if they're both gonna
Right?
sing?
Yeah, right.
This is so frustrating. Now it's just Titanic.
It's just gonna be like the end of the movie is we made it to New York, and then you get one shot
Oh, no.
of New York, and then
You're
the movie
probably
ends.
so right. and I'm so mad.
No, because isn't there that one shot of him in the subway like pushing that woman?
He goes to Times Square. He gets to live
Yeah.
his life.
That's like the only thing I know about this movie is that Jason is walking through the subway and pushes that lady. There's a gif of it on Twitter.
So Scream 6 is gonna be awesome as long as they
They need to watch this.
start
not
in New
do
York.
any of
Not
this.
what not to do.
I still gotta see Scream 5.
This time you listen to me. Is he her dad? I'm perplexed.
I don't know,
Oh,
he's
is
holding
she?
pretty
Oh,
tight.
I think he's the guardian and she's the teacher. Right?
I
don't
don't
remember.
even know.
She's like very like breathing into his neck.
I think
and
like he's a
stuff.
parental figure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he is the guardian. He is the guardian, which
Oh no.
wow. And she's
Yeah.
supposed to be the
Oh,
teacher.
hit him with the flare. Fuck him.
He's dead, bro.
No, he's trying to defend you from Jason.
No.
It would be amazing if that axe just had a note that said "from Jason," so that this guy would finally believe that Jason's
If you
doing
did
it.
a Valentine's,
Love Jason.
If you did a Valentine's Day Jason movie,
Uh-oh. Lightning, that means the boat's alive.
That was a cool shot. All the little-
the boat's gonna grow legs and walk to New York. It'll be faster at this point.
Yes, it is.
Also, after this movie, right, and they beat Jason in New York, do they then have to ship his corpse back to Crystal Lake?
I would just pay like some mobsters to just bury in some cement.
You don't
Yeah,
remember the ending to this movie, Steven?
No, I don't. How does he get back home?
I've never seen this.
He needs to go back to his homeland.
He gets
Oh.
it's gonna make the ending way funnier with you thinking that.
It'd be so funny if he just jumped on the boat and put a big hole in it.
Whoops.
Whoops. How did he get there?
Oh, it's
Oh!
He can swim.
Woo!
You live. I was wrong.
You were
Good
wrong.
choice.
Obviously, he's a superior athlete. They showed he can box.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
That's racist too. That's more 1990s racism. So this was the head of the curve.
It's true. Because I'm about to say, it's messed up. If that girl fell in that whole ass water and she's fine and he just drowned. Oh my. So they rode this. Now this movie looks like it was filmed in 1865.
This is turned into Ugetsu.
We
apparently.
accidentally-
Oh, boy
We accidentally traveled back to New York in 1864.
there! So they now have to row themselves to New York.
I
The
would love to.
dog!
I would love to
Hey,
see.
I didn't know the
I
dog
would love
lived.
to see how they filmed this. Like, did they have to like get like a bunch of smoke machines and just spray them over
No,
the
it's just a fog
water
machine. You just do fog machines, and you just you
on the boat, or
No, they're in like a tank,
They're in
and
another
they're in a
set.
boat, and then they just put fog everywhere, and they just continue, like they just reset it, and they just like shh.
Yeah.
And I think like movie sets, like these, like any like those ones in like internal, they have like those big like wind, fog, rain things.
yeah, yeah. This is probably like a tank in a warehouse.
This movie has a lot more in common with Titanic than I thought.
Yeah, right.
Jason Voorhees is Titanic.
What are we accomplishing with these shots?
You're showing that they're
It's
suffering.
that it takes a long time to get to New York.
It's so long.
This is another way they cut the budget.
Yeah. for
Listen,
real.
we can't afford Madison Square Garden. Put these kids on a boat in a tank.
Oh, man.
We're gonna teach people the horrors of being alone on a small boat with your principal
It's a slow burn type of
and a
horror.
dog.
It's like Audition, isn't it?
This is so
The
bad.
slow burn Friday the 13th movie.
That no one asked
The
for.
literal worst kind.
Man,
It's like Mandy.
hey man,
Yes.
I bet you anything is he gonna? Yep, I knew it. I was like, he's gonna see the Statue of Liberty.
Whoa.
Oh, so is this a metaphor about immigrants? This is an immigration metaphor.
Oh no.
No,
Yeah,
they
this
live.
is
They live in
terrible.
Crystal Lake, is in America.
It doesn't matter. They are the poor, the downtrodden, the yearning to breathe free, and they see the Statue of Liberty. Oh, they're playing it. Anyway.
See, and once again, me campaigning for the mean girl. How much more interesting if she was still alive in that boat?
Exactly.
Right,
You're
yeah.
complaining the whole
How much
time.
more
Yeah,
fun it would have
exactly.
been.
And she should still have the tape. Like, haha.
Right.
Yeah, she's still trying to blackmail while Jason's trying to kill him.
You better save me or I'm gonna
He's like, I gotta figure out a way to blackmail Jason. They try to.
This
Trying to
is
blackmail
the most
Jason.
well-behaved dog ever. Like,
Yeah.
he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Hope we're not in a bad neighborhood.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
not
no.
Jason
Bro,
Voorhees.
so-
you don't hear that loud
Really
splashing.
loud
You don't hear that loud
So, bro,
splashing of
Ja-
that man.
Jason is Aquaman.
Apparently.
Yeah.
This
He
is
just wants-
this, Jason Voorhees
he's
is Aquaman.
wet again.
So then the only way to feed him is to take him to the desert.
He's that kid. He's that kid from Avatar with his whale. He had like a little whale moment taking ashore.
Oh, the head tilt.
What?
He's a competition.
No, not the competition.
There's more me's out there.
Boom. That's the trailer.
I
Boom.
gotta find him.
That's the trailer shot right there.
Yeah.
I don't think that was in the
I
trailer,
believe
but
that
should have been.
you're in New York and you haven't seen a single human yet.
Yeah.
I don't care that you're on a port in the
This
middle
is
of the night.
this is still a backlot, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Oh,
Of course, the first people they meet are criminals.
give us your money. You look like you had a bad time.
Some vaguely ethnic criminals.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Are
Got
these?
some good shit
are-
here, Holmes?
I think-
Oh no! Oh, it's just getting worse.
I think is he the rapist, or I think there's a rapist later.
I think there's a rapist now. He looks
Yeah.
pretty rapist.
He's pretty.
Yeah, he's getting raped.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Superman. I
don't have a problem with you raping this girl. My bad. Yeah, dog, you're a good dog.
No! Let me run away. Don't be a part of this.
Stunt dog.
My dog is trained to understand consent.
There are literally 4 of you.
I know, right?
I guess because they have a gun. It's too
Mhm.
much.
They
Well,
both
yeah, they
have
have 2 guns.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
true.
gotta.
That's.
Comprende?
Comprende?
Just in case you were unclear.
Damn.
Vaguely ethnic.
What ethnicity they were faking here? It's Hispanic. Oh no!
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right?
I just want this guy to be called a honky
More
so bad.
productive. If we split up, oh, he said it.
Yes.
He said it.
The gas got to him.
Yep. Yo, dude, you're just in shock that this could happen?
Someone go find the dog. That's what matters.
Exactly.
Seriously, it's so much fun to just watch every horror movie ever through the lens of Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Like, they did the mist. Now they're intoxicated by stupid mist.
Stupid choices.
Shut up. We're taking you to our.
Welcome to the
to the-
Casbah.
This is our rape couch.
Aw, Lord.
We
Who's
folded
this? What? Are they gonna shoot her with
Oh, my Lord.
drugs?
Yeah, that reanimator juice.
Oh man. Oh, if Herbert West was selling.
What? They're gonna fucking pump
Yeah,
her
they're
full
gonna
of
have heroin,
heroin
and then they're gonna
before
like.
they rape her. Oh
Yep.
my god.
This
We
is
like
dark.
we like our whores on heroin.
You also
This
have
is-
to remember like how New York's reputation right now.
Yeah,
They
right.
love to just trash everything is like
Yeah.
if proper
New York is just the
if proper
cesspool.
people from the suburbs go to New York, everything horrible will happen to
Yes,
them
it is.
ever. Oh my goodness. It's
This
your
is-
parade. I don't think it's her parade.
This is harder to watch than literally anything else in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's
also
the
sucks
horrifying
because
part.
now we get into New York and we're like, all right, now we're in New York and now we have to
Oh,
deal-
here we go.
Come on, yeah,
All right,
Jason,
this
come
is
on,
worth it
save the girl.
for a syringe kill.
See, but isn't that bizarre? Why do you want Jason to be the good guy here?
I know
Well,
it
it's
is.
'cause
Yeah.
Jason handles sexual situations here. That's one of his specialties. Just happens to be.
Yeah,
This
could
time it's
be-
rape.
Also, this could
Oh
psychologically
my
be.
god! How did he get that?
That's weird.
Killing it. Got my money, Holmes. It's me.
What do you mean I forgot my money?
The fuck are you?
I love those little details. Like I know in the original Halloween when he like pins the guy to the wall with the
Mhm.
knife. The knife is not even long enough to go through the guy's
It's just
body,
It's an important.
let alone go through the wall too. Like
It's an important.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just keep.
Why are you still walking?
Just
on
keep
that?
getting closer to him with your long range weapon. That'll work out well for you. Damn, my bullets aren't working from 10 feet
This is
away.
good.
What if
The
I
girl's
try to
struggling.
close?
What if I get closer?
See, this is great. Okay, yeah. It really sucks because I think a lot you're gonna see a lot of more of the creative energy come out now that he's in
Yeah.
New York after this.
Yeah.
And you could
This
see
is where they
um,
tried.
this is where the potential was from the very beginning that they just weren't
Right.
given the resources to pull off, you know, and they have
Yeah.
to. They have to
This is
do
the
a whole
only
movie.
time they got to shoot in New York, so they're all like energized and actually start caring about the movie again.
It wasn't even. I don't even know how long. I know that the majority of the New York stuff was shot in Vancouver, so they didn't even get New York until
Wow.
like 2 days. They only got like a couple days in New York.
So I just saw 2 pieces of graffiti on there. One piece of graffiti said Salta Gang, and I think on the bottom of this phone booth it said Cubans.
What?
Yeah.
Just Cubans?
I read
They're
Cubans.
coming, Cubans.
That's the
See,
new
none of
thing.
this like this is why this has to be Vancouver because none of this like screams like New York. You could get this
No,
done.
yeah,
in
you're
New
No,
York.
right.
no.
But
Oh.
It's just brick.
Here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. Maybe I don't know.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if that's New York.
No, that looks like Canada, honestly.
I don't
That
know.
just reminds me of I think it's Studio 60 where they were talking about like doing budget cuts. Or like, oh, we'll just shoot in Vancouver, and the guy's like, no, I draw the line at shooting in Vancouver. It doesn't look like anywhere. It looks like Boston, California.
It does.
It does. It really does. That's why people shoot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
fucking
that's why I
fire.
feel bad. I really feel bad for the director, and I feel bad.
Oh,
kinda,
yeah.
like making
Yeah,
fun of
for
making
sure.
fun of the movie. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
wrong with it.
no, I mean, yeah. We should contextualize that of like we're making fun
This
of
is-
the people who
We
would
love
give
it out of love.
this movie money to do what they wanted to do.
This is awesome because
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
he's
is
just
great.
like fucking
not
yeah,
since
I'm a boxer, man.
I think the only other time I can think about something like this happening is in Jason X when
Yeah.
there's like one
Yeah, where they have to fight. Yeah.
one Marine who's like brave enough, like I'm just gonna fist fight
Yep.
Jason, and Jason's like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, let's
And
go.
it always seems like his weakness. He seems like he just
Yeah.
takes these punches and like.
Yeah, he
And,
doesn't. He like doesn't know what to do. He's like, "You're moving too fast. Stop."
And I think in Jason X it was a black character too.
Yeah,
He did the fist fight with
It
Jason.
might have been an ode to this.
Flash can defeat Jason. Is
I
what
Yeah,
think-
right.
I think this is what I'm talking about. Legitimately, a great scene. It feels crafted. It feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it has an intent and purpose. And I love. There's no music. It's
Yeah.
just it's
And
a
the way
great
he
scene.
just-
And the
Great
lighting is
acting.
interesting. The
I
way
love
he
this
lists
scene.
two different
Well,
characters.
and the way he's putting like everything behind those punches and
Yeah.
like barely can
Yeah.
stand
Who could
is really
yeah.
compelling.
I wonder if this was inspired by the They Live fight, which came before this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's entirely character based too, because we've seen what this guy could do, and we've seen
Yeah.
that he survived and has been swimming with the boat for Christ's sakes, which is like
Punch through him.
It's one of
already-
the few pieces of actual character development we get.
Oh!
Yeah. And this is what Jason thinks, and this is a moment of brilliance. This is what you fall in love with Jason for.
Oh, that was
Because
great.
we're talking about this guy and he's awesome and this is great. He's in an amazing scene, and Jason just pops his
I
head off
just
one.
punch your fucking head
That's
off.
Jason.
But see, that's
That's
good
Jason,
because
baby.
you're right. It's good because it shows you the power of Jason.
Yeah,
like
right.
it's not as impressive for Jason just to stab people, but if he's so strong he can punch your head off,
Yeah, for real.
that's crazy.
And a clean cut too, just like shoot.
Uh-oh, she's on heroin in the
Oh
mean streets of New York City.
no.
Jason is here. We've been waiting for 90 minutes. It's finally
He's
here. in New York.
finally here.
I will
Tell the
also say,
audience.
I will also say just to because I want to give this movie as many compliments as possible, and they're true, because I think that scene alone is one of the most iconic Friday the 13th moments of all time. So as much
What,
as
the-
this
the
movie
head
gets
punching?
crap,
Yeah.
that scene
That
was
was really cool.
great.
Thank God you're alive. And not that girl who tried to fuck me.
Thank God.
She gets to hug everyone. Everyone's
Mr. McCullough, Jason's here in New York.
this dude gets no hug.
Jason.
He's a kid too. You should hug that guy too. It's like, come here, man. It's been a rough
They
one.
don't care about him. They don't want him
Oh
He's too
shit.
much of a
dating
bad
their
boy.
daughter.
Oh shit. Here comes 5-0. They're gonna save the day.
Vancouver police.
Yeah.
Yes, you know what's really smart is getting in the back of the police car. Oh
No.
no, not like an
Damn,
ornament.
Jason pranked them
That's
so
awesome.
hard.
Jason's
This is
super
great.
pranked
He
them.
did it
Jason is
again.
on
He
fire,
went
man.
Head
Dad.
out of the garbage.
Yes, the ultimate prank. I know. It's
That's
so
great.
good.
This is all great. This has all been crafted. This was in this director's head this whole
Yeah.
time. This
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
what he wanted to do. And
This
this
is-
probably would have
yeah.
made a great movie if he would have extended all this.
Yeah, everything after them arriving in New York would make a great
A much better
Jason
Jason film.
short
Yes.
film.
Yes. The boat stuff was just totally
Yeah.
a waste of time.
Maybe
the
cut the
year
rape. Maybe cut the rape.
In the year 2029, when the anniversary comes up, they should just show the last act of this movie.
What the hell? Oh, now they're
Yeah,
doing
even the makeup got better.
Yeah.
But it's like a skip cut. That was really weird.
Yeah, the frame
Yeah,
rate.
that's strange.
This
It was
is
like they couldn't
John
do
Woo shout out.
slow-mo. They were just wanting to do something different, I guess.
Shout out to Hong Kong cinema.
The dogs were missing the entire time.
So this is searing social commentary on New York. The police is ineffectual. Crime is rampant.
Graffiti's just everywhere.
Yeah, this is like the New York from Escape from New York. This is
That's what people felt about
Yeah,
New York. They
right.
didn't live in New York. They were like, yeah.
because the movies portrayed it.
Yo,
Like,
I mean, no, and New York
I mean,
was
yeah,
rough.
no,
in the
it was.
80s. It was rough.
It
but,
her
was.
hair looks
still.
awesome.
but it was definitely
Her hair looks
caricatured.
amazing.
Definitely,
also.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, her hair does look amazing.
Her hair's
Yeah.
amazing for having been in through a storm and
Yeah, they're like
On a
teasing
boat.
it up, man. It's
like,
it's
whoa.
really good.
Getting hugged by creepy men.
Yeah.
I think it's the heroin. It makes your hair better.
It's the hair.
That's what we call it, heroin.
Oh,
It's the hair and heroin.
She's having a vision of Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh.
Whoa, that's classy.
That's deep. Deep stuff.
She's pulling the boat.
Oh, she's on a boat with her
Whoa,
dad.
What's this?
Her guardian.
Okay, her guardian. I'm sorry.
Oh, so she must be related to somebody.
Who knows? How many Final Girls have this backstory? Like,
A lot.
and they always have that stare too, where when the revelation comes in, just saw it.
Mm.
There's so many. I think Tina had this, right? And she had the Weekend at Bernie's guy as the guardian, or
Yeah,
the
it's
psychologist. I don't
therapist
remember. I should
guy.
rewatch.
Jesus.
He was so he couldn't even swim.
Beep. Beep, beep, Richie.
Yeah.
Oh no! What?
Oh my god.
This can't. No, this isn't a real memory. This is a terrible memory.
What the hell?
It was
I love that
put on fire.
Mr. like shut up about
This-
Jason already.
Right?
This was unleashed by a puddle that was on fire.
Whoa.
Man, his makeup has been totally different
Every scene.
every single time we've seen
Yeah,
this
it
boy
really-
Jason.
it has.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my god. It's actually kind of cool. It's almost like she's the nexus point of like the multiversal Jason.
Or maybe just her, you know, if you want to like explain it away with story, like her memory just changes every time she sees him.
Yeah.
Next time I saw Jason, he had a six pack.
It was your fault. You tried to drown me as a child.
Dressed as Jason like Freddy.
I don't know what
Teach you
school of
what?
swimming you went to.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't think it's drown children.
Yeah, you don't just.
I don't know.
There's
if
like
the Red
better
Cross-
ways
This
of getting
saved
out of
your
this
life.
conversation. He's trying to. He's white knighting too late.
And now you grow a spine.
Yeah,
Because he was
right.
trying to impress him before. So now he's like, screw this. This guy sucks.
You hang out in this shredded paper.
Someone was shredding an awful lot of magazines in this one area of New York.
Oh, they think Jason's just dead. Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
explains it. Okay,
Of
okay.
course.
I was about to say, I was like, there's more pressing matters.
Now he
Talking
can
about
die.
your dreams.
Look at his like quizzical face right now.
He's like, huh.
He can die now because he's a child abuser.
It's not
See, it's like,
possible.
it's so bizarre to like turn Jason into like the good guy
I
sometimes.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like weeping for this dude.
Okay, slowly. Oh! Oh my god.
It's like fuck going slow. I'm gonna fucking
How
throw
did
this
he
guy
get
over.
up there?
Wow, that made me wish this was the 3D Jason. That was awesome.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
There's like a dead
Toxic
there's
sludge.
a dead rat in that juice.
That's
Oh.
good. That's gold.
Oh,
This is Jason.
green. Is it slime?
Who
Here,
knows?
Jason's hitting him with that
It's
sweet,
Toxic waste.
It's like
poetic justice.
Is that supposed to be toxic waste?
I have no. It's green and
It's-
slimy.
Yeah,
It's
I
gotta
mean,
be.
I think it's
don't know.
ooze.
Yeah.
Do you see the Teenage
It
Mutant Ninja
is.
Turtles
Yeah.
Oh
over?
no.
Turtle
It
ooze.
just need the sticker that says from Tromaville, and we'd be okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the Trauma studio, that building.
No. Oh shit.
I don't know if I would pick a random couch in this horrible street to sit on. Love. It's not a good couch.
Like you just almost got raped on a couch. You
Mm.
don't think there's like cum stains on this couch?
Ew.
They need to go to public because this is feeling like this, like apocalyptic Mad Max
Right?
Yeah.
80s ripoff at this point. Like,
It
This
does.
feels like it's like they get to New York and like, oh, is this like 2089 irradiated New York?
It's
Like
a
what?
burnt out hellhole.
toxic waste just everywhere.
There still have been absolutely zero visual indications that they're actually in New York because I'm sure they're not.
They're not. Yeah, it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they only got to shoot in New York in a couple days, and I assume they wanted to get all their money's worth. So
Right, like they must have. There's
we'll see it.
there's
We'll know it when we see them in New York.
a
We'll
movie
know
that's
it.
actually shot in New York.
We'll know it. We'll know it. I got a feeling.
Right.
I re-saw this movie with
All
Lydia
right,
2 years ago.
Let's get this over with.
By this point in a good
That's
movie,
the fastest he moved.
Yeah.
Jason should have killed like 15 taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
A subway.
Here we go.
Oh, a taxi! Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Okay,
now,
this-
now we're definitely in New York.
Here we go.
all right. Maybe I think
Maybe.
Yeah, no, this is
Not
a-
subways. I don't know.
This is why people. One of the reasons people got New York.
I don't know.
There really was tagging everywhere.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if this is New York. I gotta be honest. Damn, I wish we could find out. Does Vancouver? have
Quaden
some-
lives.
This is a
Who's
waste of
Quaden?
money. This is a waste of money if they did
But
this in New York.
related to Quado
Well,
is
Q-U-A-E
Whoa.
can pronounce Key. So is it Keaton? Keaton lives?
No, that's some Canadian ass graffiti. I don't buy that shit.
That could have been a New York subway there, but that could have been B-roll. They
Here we
could
go.
get that anywhere.
In
This-
today's
that
job
train.
market, employers are.
This interior, I don't know if this is New York.
Okay.
What's this?
Please,
Jason
my
Lives on
little
that
girl
poster.
needs blood. My little girl needs
Whoa.
blood.
That poster says Jason Lives. Watch out.
I don't care. Look at the,
yeah, I saw my little girl. Yeah. Oh, it's like a blood bank
yeah.
thing. That's a
Hey,
nice.
what
That's
the
a nice little
hell?
touch, though.
Good
My little
stunt.
girl needs blood.
Yeah.
Is this my stop?
So this is probably the scene they're gonna come closest to mimicking in Scream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Is this
You
know?
think?
At least based on the poster, yeah. There's that shot of.
How many Jason Takes Manhattan shout outs do you think Scream is going to get all together? I'm going to go with
One.
3. I'm going to go with
Well,
a
it's
good
it,
3.
it's set
Eas-
on
including
it looks,
Easter eggs, you know, like
it
a
looks
poster.
like
in the
it's
back.
set on Halloween, so I think we're gonna get definitely some knockoff Jasons
Oh, is this gonna
in
work?
shots.
No, electricity doesn't work. It only makes him
Yeah,
stronger.
dude. This is just like resurrecting him even more. Yeah.
You just need some electricity juice.
They only had a $5 million budget
Whoa.
Wow.
on this movie, and they only made $14 million.
In case you were not,
6,000 volts.
Yep,
Just so you
6,000.
know.
just be aware. 6,000 volts.
So now Jason is 6,000 volts more Jason.
How many times you walk away from Jason, you think, oh, okay, I think we're definitely in New
Yeah,
York now.
this is.
Oh, so to avoid fans interrupting the movie while
Yeah.
they filmed in New York, they came up with a fake title for the movie.
Here we go.
To
This is
hide the
definitely New
production.
York. I think we found the shot.
Yeah.
We found it.
Yeah. And
Oh, Suntory whiskey, baby! It's Suntory time.
the fake title for Jason Takes Manhattan to film in New York was Ashes to Ashes.
Nice.
Shout out to Burger King.
Great. See,
Yeah.
we were gonna feel it. I knew we were gonna feel it the minute we know it's New York.
Yeah,
When
I
we did
mean,
it,
once they like started filming in New York, you knew they were going to be like, "Hey, we're filming in New York now."
they-
Look at how New York we are.
they only had a couple days, so they did a crane shot. We're gonna start with a
Yeah.
crane shot.
Right, you got to get all of the New York you can get into every frame of this movie.
Yeah.
Times Square has to be one of the most bizarre places I've ever been to in my life.
It's
It doesn't feel like a real place. It feels like something separate in time from everything. I don't even know.
It's like you're in a postcard. It's like, oh.
It's like
Wow.
part theme park, part
This
New York
is
City. It's
just
so bizarre.
so beautiful. This should have been the whole movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it right here.
Come on.
He could just stand here like this for the next 10 minutes and it would
Exactly.
be more interesting.
Could you have just filmed that? Like, yeah.
That's the credits. Opening credits.
Yeah, right.
Just him standing there,
Yo,
deciding who to pick.
If they had just released 90 minutes of uninterrupted Jason walking around in New York, that would have been
You know,
really
what's frustrating for me is that they could have if they only had like sets and stuff like that, they could have done a lot more subway work where it could have been very subterranean and then shot in New York,
Mhm.
right? And then and whatever they
apartments.
could
What the fuck?
apartments, I don't care. There's ways to
No.
make it New York without being New York.
Ah, fuck
There's
you.
no need for a cruise ship boat
Yeah.
thing.
Your dead meat slime bag. I got a little knife. Jason, show
Here's
me
the
your knife.
problem. Here's the
Oh,
problem.
Oh
Hi-
no.
Ah!
Oh, man, it's cool. It's
Look
cool.
at
No, we're so straight. We're cool, man.
See, are they going to recreate that with Scream?
I
This
hope
scene with
so.
Scream?
Oh, man.
Should they do that somehow?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Oh,
That's
yes, we
the
got-
scene.
Central New
The
York
putting
diner.
out the cigarette
New
and
York
the
City
eggs.
diner.
The thing with the boat is how that's the only way they could think of getting him to New York from Camp Crystal Lake. Like
But
there's
why do
no
we
other
need
way
to
to get him
An
there.
hour and a half of that. Why
Yeah.
can't he just grab onto the boat and then boom, we're in New
Oh
York?
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
cut
for
to
sure.
Well, because then the movie would be 20
So-
minutes long.
It's
So
too
this-
expensive. 5 million is not a
Yeah.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Like even back
They
then.
did a film in New York.
I think a lot of that was
New
spent on
York
that
for
boat.
New York, 5 million is nothing.
This waitress is the director's sister.
Whoa.
Oh,
The greasy
Oh.
sous chef whose shirt's always dirty.
see,
Yeah, we're
this
leaving.
is great.
New York.
Okay, bye.
Sure, and maybe this is not particularly New York, this part, but this is a
But
great
it
scene
feels
too.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels good. This is what we paid for right here. That shot.
Like even
Oh,
the
man.
subway, like
That
even
mirror
if that
shot.
wasn't New York,
It feels like
New York. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you could have
Based mirror shot was awesome.
and you could have made it New York with just a bunch of
That
weird
was-
extras. You
That,
know?
was a,
Yeah.
that was a great mirror shot.
A bunch of weird extras and graffiti. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
right,
that.
exactly.
That was a theme. Oh,
think
we're
we're
back on
back in
we're back on
Vancouver.
the backlog.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be a backlot. Could be on set. This could be on set. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
It feels like they're in the same place they were before.
Yeah, it does.
It's because it's the same like shredded trash material.
Okay, that was a backlot because I need to have the actors go down there.
So interestingly enough, 1989 marked the second and as of 2021, the last year in a row where entries from the three biggest slasher series of the decade, Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween, were released in the same year,
Oh, wow.
with Jason Takes Manhattan, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, and Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, all coming out in 1989.
Nightmare
The
won
first
that one.
year was 1988 with The New Blood, Friday the 13th Part 7, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and Halloween 4.
Damn.
Maybe that's what they're waiting for a 13th.
See, this is
Friday the
actually kind of a cool shot. This like Halloween shot. It's always fun.
And it's
Yeah.
cool because we're in New York. There's a guy, he must work in
Is
New York.
that
It looks like John Carpenter.
what's his name? It looks
I don't know
like
who
God, what's that guy's name?
No, not toxic waste.
That's a weird story beat, but whatever.
There's just toxic waste everywhere down here.
It's a Jason movie. Whatever.
Yeah.
What
It's
if
like,
just
oh,
a giant alligator just
That
saves
would've
them
been
from
fun.
Jason?
If Jason fought a giant like sewer alligator.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel that Kane
Uh,
feel that Kane Hodder
I
energy.
feel
with
like
that
you're
one.
safer from Jason if you just stand still because you just walk somewhere and there he is.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do the stare, slowly walk away,
Go to
slowly,
one
make
where-
sure he's always in sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
flash-
one weakness.
flashlight.
Flashlights.
It's like Dead by Daylight.
It's you.
Shit, I'm totally gonna get you.
Yeah, keep going, girl. Okay.
This was your plan?
Yep. That was my plan. Slowly walking towards you.
No, don't run, then he's just gonna appear somewhere.
You know what would be fun is if they had a moment where Jason was walking
Yo.
slowly, because people in New York hate slow walkers.
Oh my God.
And then
And
they
have
were like,
somebody like,
"Hey
"Yo,
man,
come
get out
on,
of the way!"
So apparently, according to the trivia, the director Rob Hedden wanted this girl, who plays Rennie, to be a final girl who got
Whoa.
fully naked in the movie
Oh,
but
no.
survived.
Oh,
Poor Jason.
What?
the toxic waste.
Poor Jason. He doesn't deserve that. And they apparently were hounding her the whole movie, trying to get her to agree
Ugh.
to a nude scene or to just take off her blouse or
Jesus
do something.
Christ.
And she fought against it the whole time and kept on
And she
declining.
won.
And she made it.
See,
Yikes.
times like that, you're like, that's why you need intimacy coordinators.
Mhm. And
Damn,
man, if
that's-
I was put in that position, I was like, I tell you what, if we could make most of the movie take place in New York, bump up the budget, make
Yeah, right.
They
this
would've
movie
pictured so
worth
fast
it at
and
least.
fast,
I'm not gonna.
I'll appear naked in Times Square for 2 hours. During
Yeah.
the runtime of the film.
man.
If the final chase is in Times Square, yeah, I'll do it naked. That's art. Yeah, for sure. This is me though, personally. I'm not saying she should have done that.
I just want to keep imagining the director fully naked every time he's like, come on, just get naked.
Come
Do it for
on.
the camera.
Look, I'm doing it.
She's like, you getting naked isn't convincing me.
Look at my balls. Come on. Oh, Jason. Jason, no.
Oh,
Oh my
no, not
God,
water. It's his biggest fear.
Puking water.
Ew, this is like, isn't this like toxic wastewater? Ew.
Yeah, it's all fart
Yeah,
juice.
probably.
It's all.
But apparently this water is really good for making bagels, they say.
Oh God.
Listen, New York doesn't smell good on the surface at the best of times.
This-
Yeah, right.
I can't imagine the innards of New York.
Yeah.
This like lore could have they could have melded it with the Garbage Pail Kids and started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have.
Oh, Unmasked Jason is pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty horrific, yeah.
Yeah.
His brain got soggy.
So okay, maybe his body's melting because his soul has to get back to Camp Crystal, and that's how you
Oh,
solve
right.
it. Is his soul just see the electricity?
There he goes.
His soul's being transported.
Whoa, is he gonna jump into the Statue of Liberty? What's
Oh,
going
shit.
Like Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, oh my god. The Statue of Liberty just reaches over and grabs it off of the billboard we saw and puts on the mask. That'll be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Makes the mask out of like debris from buildings.
No, we have the billboard mask already set up in the
Oh,
store.
you're so right. I'm an idiot, and you're
Just gotta
so
rip
right.
it off.
Oh, is this his
This
soul?
is something.
His pure soul? This is so confusing.
Yes.
Psychologically.
It
This
is.
is strange.
Now she adopts this boy and makes it her son.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the mask.
It's actually an origin story. You didn't realize.
And she tries to not make him evil, but Jason's just evil to the core.
Oh, that was
Man.
a cool shot.
Yeah.
The fade out.
Black and
Cross
bun.
fade.
Does it say black and buns or
Black and blue. I think,
Okay.
yeah.
Look at that.
Black buns.
I hear there's a statue here.
You mean that one we saw when we got here?
That's the best part. Didn't they just go a traumatic experience with an entire like boat sinking?
That's
Wouldn't
why he's hitting
you
on her.
Go to the hospital and like
Yeah,
get
right.
medical attention. How long were they at sea? Are they dehydrated in any way?
Yeah.
Not hungry.
New York.
Oh, New York again. No way. Oh! So you made it. Oh. No, it's me, Jason.
Crane shot.
Ooh, is Jason gonna burst out of the sewers?
Crane shot. Yeah, baby. I knew it.
I think this is like the closing shot of the movie.
Oh, okay.
One more shot of New York.
Here we are at New York. Yes, we actually made it to
We're
New
in
York.
New York. We've been to New York this whole
We
time.
promised you, New
New
York.
York.
We gave it to you. You cannot sue us.
Minolta
We're not
cameras,
liable.
copiers, video, that'll last forever.
Wow, that was certainly a
That
movie.
that was some Jason right there.
Toby was played by Ace.
Oh, Ace.
What a good
There
dog.
are a lot of iconic moments in the Jason
Street
franchise.
urchin.
I will say that.
See, Peggy Hedden, New York waitress, his sister.
Fire for the wasted life. I always love these complete throwaway bands in these movies. You never hear this music again. It's
I know.
only specifically for these films. Try to survive.
I remember. I love it. Like the end of Demolition Man, they literally actually got Sting
Yeah.
to do a title song
Yes,
for Demolition
for
Man. Demolition Man.
Bring that back. Bring back songs that are just the title of the
Right?
movie.
Yeah. The end of Speed is another one of my favorites. Speed.
Speed.
Give me what I need.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Demolition Man is primed for a great TV adaptation. Like that
Yes,
world
right.
would
For sure.
I would love
For
to
sure.
do
so.
just to bring a guy in from hardened times to that type of society is ripe with opportunity.
It definitely is. Yeah. It's
Oh my
rough.
God! You could totally do like some
Can
guy.
you imagine? Can you imagine how excited Taco Bell would be if they
Right,
did
oh,
that?
yeah.
But Taco Bell on
No,
the
but
map,
you
baby.
could do the most amazing Demolition Man where some dude from the past is like brought back, and then everyone thinks he's super problematic.
You
You're
know-
like, you can't
you
say
know-
that anymore.
You know who John Spartan would totally be? He would totally be MAGA. He'd
Yeah,
like
oh,
bust out that red hat.
Oh my God.
He would be, oh no.
Well, and that whole movie is like a libertarian dystopia of
Yeah.
like we control what you eat and what you think. And
I
what
want to eat an American cheeseburger. What is the model? I want to smoke a cigarette. Blah, blah, blah. I'm
oh yeah, the Dennis Leary thing.
freedom.
Just cast Mel Gibson. Just do that. Everyone will get it. Everyone will be like, yeah, I get it. I'm watching.
Or no, not Tim, because he can't do action like that. Tim, Santa Claus. Tim.
Oh,
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. No, you can't do. He would.
No, he'd die. He'd die from running.
Yeah, he doesn't do stuff like
And he worked out last time when he did that movie Zoom where he played a superhero.
that. Yeah.
He never went back to that shit.
Darkest side of the night.
So
Darkest side of the night.
The
so
name of the songs is great.
Live in
Stalker's
the
Rock.
city.
so the 8th movie they go to New York.
Here we go. Pinewood. Okay.
The
Sound.
10th movie they go to space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were there any other locations that were cinematically worthy enough to send Jason to?
Worthy
So-
enough. Everywhere. I think we needed Jason
goes to
everywhere.
Tokyo. Jason goes to Miami.
Yeah, everywhere. I want him everywhere.
Jason
Where
goes to
can't
Middle
Jason
Earth.
go?
Jason goes. Jason goes to Pandora.
Jason in the South.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would look beautiful too. Just the visual. Like Jason's a visual milestone. So just putting him in
Jason-
different locations. that are
Jason goes to
visually-
Texas and then he meets
vibrant.
the fucking Leatherface.
Yeah.
Jason arrives at the Alamo. Let me in. Knock on the door. So that's the end of the movie. The commentary track part is over. Any final thoughts on the Friday the 13th franchise, Andres? Before we close
No,
this out?
no, I'm a big fan. I've learned to be a big fan of them. I wasn't at first. I was a big dude on Halloween, and for some reason I made it competitive that if you're a Halloween guy, you can't be a Jason guy. That's absolutely not true. You could be both. You could have everyone. Everyone should join the party. And I really enjoy them for their how just straightforward they are. They're not it's just Jason kills teenagers one by one. Like that's it. That's what you're gonna get. And I really appreciate that this one in particular tried to do something different, and from the get-go wanted to go big, and because they didn't have the resources, had to work around it, but they still had that kernel of an idea in there in the end that made it all worth it and gave us some great scenes and great moments. And I think it's a fun movie. I think it's a fun movie to laugh at and laugh with, So
Yeah.
it's a great fun movie.
I definitely agree. It's a fun movie to
For
laugh
sure.
at.
Yes.
Well said. D-Rock, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Just, as we've been doing these commentaries, even though we like always watch them like without listening to anything anyone's really saying or like any of the sound, I've definitely learned to enjoy them for their unintentional and intentional comedic value. And they are just very straightforward. Like, I don't know if there's any other horror franchise that has this like so formulaic, like it's always just him running through teenagers. You're never gonna like any of these people. And so like that, I like that. I feel like that's intentional. Like people come to Jason movies to see Jason kill people. They don't want to care about the characters. They want them to die. So yeah, it makes sense in a way.
Dani, any last disses for poor Jason Voorhees?
No, I don't think that any director sets out to intentionally make a bad movie except for Yui Bowl. And so I applaud this guy for trying and working with what he had.
Yeah.
I have been your host, Steven.
I've been Dani.
Wait, Steven, you didn't give your thoughts. You got to give thoughts too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think it's a fun Jason movie. Most of my gripes I've already said is that, there's not enough New York. It's a common thing. And even the time we do get with the people on the boat, we don't really develop those characters at all.
Right.
So in that sense, I think it's, definitely a wasted opportunity. And I really wish they had done more Tina, but it's a Kane Hodder Jason. Kane Hodder's the best Jason there is.
True. You felt it. You felt it at points when he grabbed that dude at the end in the tunnel there. It was like, whoa, that's Kane Hodder moving. You feel that energy.
And actually, even though the kills are less gory, I do kind of like the way that he shot them, like little blood splatters.
Yeah, he tried.
Do it in shadow, do it obscured. Like I think Rob Hedden did actually a pretty great job directing
with what he had.
A B Jason movie.
Yeah.
And I am your host, Steven.
Yes.
That has been Andres.
Hello.
Check us out on Twitter at Vundacast or at Vundablog, and keep track of everything we do over at Vundablog.com. Lots of stuff happening on our YouTube page, Vundacast Productions. So make sure to subscribe over there. And remember, kids, when teaching children how to swim, don't physically drown them. Because children drown easily, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think if I'm pitching a Jason movie, right, for Jason to do something, I kind of want to see Jason join a hockey team. I think Jason discovering the sport of hockey that he's clearly become such a huge fan of since the third film.
Jason crashes the rooftop hockey game in Clerks.
Jason versus the Mighty Ducks.
Oh shit! Oh no!
That'll be badass.
Hail Vunda. Hail Vunda.
Vundacast? Give it up for Vundacast, man. What an adorable name.
You're listening to the Vundacast.
What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, Green Ranger. You're listening to Vundacast.
You can find it at Vundacast, and I know they love Effie.
Subscribe to the Vundacast.